Yeah. Next topic is acceptance and rejection technique. Here, suppose that an analyst needs to devise a method for generating random variants, that is X. Random variants will be denoted with X. Okay, uniformly distributed between 1 by 4 and 1. Okay, suppose analyst wants to devise a method for generating a random variance X uniformly distributed between 1 by 4 and 1, he will follow some set of steps. Okay. The first step he will follow is generate random number R. Okay. First we need to have a random number R. So first step, generate random number R. Okay. In second step, whatever random number we have generated, that will be compared with 1 by 4. Okay. If R is greater than or equal to 1 by 4, accept that random variant. Okay. Accept that random number, that is X equal to R. Assign random variant X equal to R. Okay. If R value is greater than or equal to 1 by 4. Okay. Accept that random number and assign X equal to R. Okay. Then go to step 3. Step 3, what we are doing, if another uniform random variant on 1 by 4 comma 1 is needed. Okay. If we want any other uniform random variant, if we want, then repeat the procedure and procedure from beginning at the step 1. Okay. If you want to generate another random variant, go back to step 1 and generate it. If not, we'll stop it there. Okay. Next, we have in the step 2, we have another part like if generated random number. In step 1, we generated random number, right? That generated random number is less than 1 by 4. If the generated random number is less than 1 by 4, then reject that random number. Okay. Reject R. And then return to step 1. Step 1, what we do? Again, we generate a random number. And that random number will be compared with whether the random number is greater than or equal to 1 by 4. If it is the generated random number is greater than or equal to 1 by 4, then accept that random number. Okay. If that generated random number is not greater than or equal to 1 by 4, then reject that random number and go back to step 1 and generate a random number R. Okay. If the generated random number is greater than or equal to 1 by 4, accept that random number, assign random variant equal to that generated random number. Okay. X equal to R. Then go to step 3. Step 3, what we do? We'll check if you want to generate any other uniform random variant within the range of 1 by 4 and 1 will be checked. If we want to generate any other random variant, again repeat the procedure from the step 1. Okay. If not, stop there itself. Okay. In these above steps, 2A is called acceptance step. Okay. Here we are, this is if the generated random number is greater than or equal to 1 by 4 means that random number is accepted, right? So this step 2A is called as acceptance step. Okay. Step 2A is called acceptance step, where we accept the random number, generated random number as random variant. Okay. And in step 2B is a rejection step. Okay. Where we reject the random number if the generated random number is less than 1 by 4. Okay. We reject it. So that step is called rejection step. So this technique is called acceptance rejection technique. Okay. Here in this technique, we accept the random number, and in this technique only we reject the random number if it won't satisfy the specific condition. Okay. So this is called acceptance rejection technique. Understood, right? We have 3 steps in this. The first step, generate a random number. Second step, compare the random number with 1 by 4. If random number is greater than or equal to 1 by 4, accept the random number and assign the random number to random variant. That is x equal to capital R. Then go to step 3 and check if you want to generate any other random variant. Then repeat the process from step 1. Okay. In step 2, if random variant is generated random number is less than 1 by 4, then reject that random number and return to step 1. Step 1, what we do? Again, we generate a random number. And in step 2, we compare the random number with 1 by 4. Okay. So step 2 is a acceptance step. Step 2A is a acceptance step. Step 2B is a rejection step. So it is called as acceptance and rejection technique. Understood this? It's very important. Next, R itself does not have a desired distribution, but R conditioned on the even R is greater than or equal to 1 by 4 does have the desired distribution. Okay, like if R is greater than or equal to 1 by 4 also will have some desired distribution that we'll see now. Take A value and B value within the range of 1 by 4 and 1. That is 1 by 4 less than or equal to A less than B less than 1. Okay. Then the PMF will be like this. P of A less than R less than or equal to B divided by 1 by 4 less than or equal to R less than or equal to 1. Okay. That we can write it like this. P of A less than R less than or equal to B divided by P of 1 by 4 less than or equal to R less than or equal to 1. Okay. So this we have the formula. P of A less than or equal to R less than or equal to B is nothing but B minus A. Okay. This is P of 1 by 4 less than or equal to R less than or equal to 1 is nothing but 3 by 4. Okay. Which is the correct probability for the uniform distribution on 1 by 4 comma 1 range. Okay. If it is range is between 1 by 4 comma 1, then the probability for the uniform distribution is on B minus A divided by 3 by 4. Okay. Next one is efficiency. Here, efficiency depends on heavily on the ability to minimize the number of rejections. Okay. Efficiency will depends on heavily on ability to minimize the number of rejections. Rejection should be minimized here. Okay. Here the probability of rejection is P of R is less than 1 by 4. When the given random number will get rejected, if it won't, if the random number is less than 1 by 4, that generated random number will be rejected. Okay. So now we'll find the probability of random number rejection. Okay. That is P of R less than 1 by 4. Okay. If the P of success is equal to P equal to 3 by 4. Okay. And P of failure is equal to 1 by P minus 1. Okay. So that is 1 by 3 because P is equal to 3 by 4. We'll substitute that 3 by 4 in place of P. We will get 1 by 3. Okay. P of failure is nothing. P of rejection, okay, is 1 by 3. And the mean number of random numbers are required to generate one random variant X is one more than the number of rejections. Okay. The mean number of random numbers are required to generate one random variant X is the one more than the rejection. Okay. Here the rejection is 4 by 3 minus 1 is the rejection. Okay. Then the mean will be one more than that. So it will be calculated like this. 4 by 3 minus 1 plus 1 equal to 1.33 will be, it comes as a mean. Okay. To generate 1000 values of X would require approximately 1.333 random numbers of R is required to generate 1000 values of X. Okay, this is about acceptance and rejection technique. Now we'll see Poisson distribution. Okay, a Poisson random variable n. Okay, Poisson random variable will be represented as capital letter N. Okay, a Poisson random variable n with mean value, mean is alpha greater than 0. Okay, mean alpha greater than 0 has the PMF will be like this. The PMF, P of small letter n is equal to P of capital N is equal to small n. That equal to, if capital N is equal to small n, then P of n is equal to e power minus alpha into alpha power n divided by n factorial. Okay, this is the formula for PMF, for Poisson random variable, capital letter N. Okay, that is the formula is e power minus alpha into alpha power n divided by n factorial, where n equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, here the small letter n is the number of arrivals. Okay, if number of arrivals is equal to the Poisson random variable, then P of n will be calculated by using this formula, e power minus alpha into alpha power n divided by n factorial, where n is the number of arrivals. And alpha here the alpha is mean number of arrivals per unit of time. It's a mean number of arrivals will be represented by using alpha. Okay, and there is a relationship between the discrete Poisson distribution and a continuous exponential distribution. We'll see that the relationship between discrete Poisson distribution and the continuous exponential distribution, that will be capital N is equal to small n. Okay, capital N is Poisson random variable. Okay, small n is number of arrivals. Then I equal to 1 to n sigma ai is less than or equal to 1, less than I equal to 1 to n plus 1 sigma ai. Okay, that can be written like this: I equal to 1 to n sigma ai less than or equal to 1, less than I equal to 1 to n plus 1 sigma ai will be written like this. That is, I equal to 1 to n sigma minus 1 by alpha ln into ri. Okay, 1 by alpha into ln ri is less than or equal to 1, less than I equal to 1 to n plus 1 sigma minus 1 by alpha into ln ri. Okay, here we are substituting the ai value here. Okay, that is ai is minus 1 by alpha into ln ri. Okay, we are writing in terms of ri here, and this can be written as I equal to 1 pi n ri is greater than or equal to e power minus alpha greater than I equal to 1 pi n plus 1 into ri. Okay, like this we can represent the relationship between the discrete Poisson distribution and continuous exponential distribution. Okay, next we'll see procedure for generating a Poisson random variant n. Okay, we'll see how to generate a Poisson random variant. Okay, Poisson random variant capital N, how to generate we'll be seeing here. What procedure we need to follow we'll be discussing here. Okay, in that first step to uh, generate the Poisson variant n, the first we need to do set small letter n equal to 0. Okay, small letter n is nothing but it's a number of arrivals. Small letter n equal to 0 and set p equal to 1. Okay, p equal to 1 and small letter n equal to 0. In step 2, generate random number, that is rn plus 1, and replace p by p into rn plus 1. Okay, generate random number rn plus 1 and replace the p-value by p into Rn plus 1. Okay, whatever random number we generate, that should be multiplied with previous step assigned value of p. Okay, p equal to p into Rn plus 1. Okay, we need to replace the p value by p into Rn plus 1. Okay, next in step 3, if p value we need to check with e power alpha value. Okay, if p value is less than the e power minus alpha, then accept, okay, accept that random number and assign capital N equal to small n. Okay, initially the what is the value for small n? Small letter n is having 0. Okay, if the uh, p value is obtained, p value is less than the e power minus alpha, then accept that random number, generated random number, and assign capital letter n is equal to small n. Okay, else otherwise, if p value is greater than or equal to e power minus alpha, in that case reject the current n. Okay, n value, whatever the n value was there, that n value we need to reject it. Then increase the n by 1. Okay, the current value of n was 0, that should be increased by 1. That time n is equal to n plus 1. N was 0, so n equal to 0 plus 1 it will become. Okay, if the p value is greater than or equal to e power minus alpha, then reject the current n value and increase the n by 1 and return to step 2. Again in step 2 what we do, because here we rejected, again we generate a random number. Generate a random number r n plus 1 and replace p by p into Rn plus 1. Okay. After completing the step 2, p equal to pi q equal to 1 to n plus 1 into Ri. If p value is greater than or equal to e power minus alpha. Okay. If the p value is greater than or equal to e power minus alpha, p is equal to pi q equal to 1 to n plus 1 into Ri will be the p value. Okay. Then n is rejected and generation process must proceed through at least one more trial. Okay, n value should be rejected and then random number generation process should proceed for at least one more trial. It should proceed. Okay, we'll see the problem using this Poisson variant generation technique. Okay, take down this problem. It's also very, very important. Generate 3 Poisson variants. Generate 3 Poisson variants with mean equal to mean alpha equal to 0.2, with mean alpha equal to 0.2, Ri equal to Ri is nothing but set of random numbers. Okay, Ri is equal to 0.4357, 0.4357, comma 0.4146, 0.4146, comma 0.8353, 0.8353, comma 0.9952, 0.9952, comma 0.8004, 0.8004. Okay, this is nothing but Ri is nothing but sequence of random numbers, generated random numbers. Here they have given in the problem alpha value they gave and random numbers also they have given. We don't need to generate the random numbers here. We can just directly we can pick the random number from the set of random numbers. Okay, and they have asked us to generate 3 Poisson variants. Okay, with alpha is equal to 2.2 and the given random numbers are like this. So to generate the Poisson variance, first we need to compute e power minus alpha value, right? Because we want to compare the p value with e power minus alpha. So first we will compute the e power minus alpha. That is e power minus alpha, that equal to e power minus alpha value is given in the problem as 0.2. So e power minus 0.2, we will get 0.8187. Okay, e power minus 0.2 value we will get 0.8187. Okay, now we'll start the random variant generation procedure. The first step, step 1, what we need to do? In step 1, set n equal to 0 and p equal to 1. Okay, we'll set n equal to 0 and p equal to 1. N equal to small letter n equal to 0 we have set, and p equal to 1 we have done. And in step 2, we need to generate the random number. But here in the problem, they have given the sequence of random numbers. So take the first random number, R1 equal to 0.4357. Okay, first random number, R1 equal to 0.4357. Then what we need to do in the step 2, generate the random number and replace p by p into Rn plus 1. Okay, the p value we need to replace it. That is, after replacing p value, we will get p1 is equal to p into R1. Okay, p value was what? P value was, initial p value was 1. So p equal to p into R plus R1. So p is equal to 1. That is 1 into R1 value. 1 into, what is the R1 value? R1 value is 0.4357. Okay, we will substitute that in R1 place 0.4357. We will get the P1 is equal to 0.4357. Okay, we are multiplying with P. P is nothing but 1. Okay, we are multiplying with 1. We will get the new P value. Okay, the new P value we have represented as P1. P1 equal to 0.4357. Okay, next in step 3, what we need to do? We need to compare the P value with e power minus alpha value. If P value is less than e power minus alpha, then accept that and assign capital N equal to small letter n. Okay, here in step 3, we need to compare that P1 is we need to check that whether P1 is less than e power minus alpha. P1 we got 0.4357. E power minus alpha value is 0.8187. Okay, because it is true, P1 value is less than the e power minus alpha value. Okay, that is 0.4357 is less than the 0.8187. Okay, so it is accepted. Okay, so this random number is accepted and we need to assign the capital letter n is equal to small letter n. Here the, what is the small letter n value? Small letter n value was 0. That we are assigning to capital letter n. Now what is the capital letter n value? Is capital N is equal to 0. Okay, now we'll generate another Poisson variant. Okay, so what we need to do at the step 1, we need to assign small letter n equal to 0 and p equal to 1. So we have assigned small letter n equal to 0 and p equal to 1. And the random number, generated random number is, second generated random number is 0.4146. So that we'll assign to R1. R1 equal to 0.4146. Okay, and we need to calculate now. We need to replace the p with p into R1. Okay, so that new p is represented as p1. P1 equal to p into R1. R1 value is 0.4146. That is p value is 1. So p1 is equal to p into R1. That is 1 into 0.4146. So p1 will get 0.4146. Okay, this also in step 3, we need to compare this p1 value with e power minus alpha value. Okay, here p1 value is less than the e power minus alpha value. 0.4146 is less than the 0.8187. It is true. So accept that random number and assign n equal to capital letter N equal to small letter n. Okay, capital letter N is equal to small letter n. Small letter n is a what is the small letter n value? Small letter n value is 0. So we'll assign 0 to capital letter N. Okay. Now we'll generate another variant. Okay. So, for that, first step is initialize small letter n equal to 0 and p equal to 1. Okay. We'll set n equal to 0 and p equal to 1. And in step 2, we need to generate the random number. Here in the problem, they have given the random number. That is, third random number is 0.8353. Okay. So we'll take for the random number R1 equal to 0.8353 we will take here. Okay. After that, we need to replace the p-value with p into R1, right? So that replaced p-value, we'll assume it as p1. Okay. P1 equal to the previous p into R1. Okay. The p-value was, previous p-value was how much? 1 into the R1 value is 0.8353. 0.8353. So we will get P1 equal to 1 into 0.8353. That we will get 0.8353. P1 is equal to 0.8353. Now in step 3, we need to compare this P1 value with e power minus alpha. Okay. If it is P1 is less than the e power minus alpha, we can accept that random number. But this P1 is greater than the e power minus alpha. P1 value we got 0.8353. E power minus alpha we have computed, we got 0.8187. Okay. So the P1 value is greater than e power minus alpha. So reject that random number. And what we need to do, if it is p value is greater than e power minus alpha, then reject the current n and increase the n value by 1. Okay. So now the n value was what? Initial here in here the n value is how much? N is equal to 0. Okay. This value we need to reject it, and n value should be replaced as n equal to n plus 1. Okay. The n value was 0. So n equal to 0 plus 1, that equal to 1. Okay. Now we are replacing n equal to 0 to n equal to 0 plus 1, that is 1. Okay. So in step 1, what is the n value now? Now the n value is 1. So we'll take n equal to 1 and p will be as it is. Okay. P value will be 0.8353. Okay. P equal to 0.8353. Now we need to take another random number. In step 2, what is the next random number is given? That is 0.9953. So we'll take R2 equal to 0.9953. That equal to, now our generated random number is 0.9952. Then we need to replace the P equal to P into R2. Okay. The P value is 0.8353. Okay. Into R2 value is 0.9952. That will be the new P value. Okay. So 0.8353 into 0.9952, we will get 0.8313. That is the new P value. Now with this new P value, we need to compare the e power minus alpha value. Okay. Now the new P value is 0.8313. This is also greater than the e power minus alpha value, that is 0.8187. So this n also should be rejected. Okay. Since the p value is greater than e power minus alpha, reject the n value and replace the small letter n with n plus 1. Okay. So what was the n value here? The small letter n value is 1. So n equal to n plus 1. So n is 1. So 1 plus 1, it is 2. Now the small letter n is equal to 2. Okay. Now we'll start with from the step 1. N equal to 2. And what is the p-value? P-value is this only, p equal to 0.8313. Okay, 0.8313 is the p-value. And we'll take another random number from the set, random number set, that is 0.8004. This is the random number. R3 is equal to 0.8004. That is the newly generated random number. Now, the p-value will be replaced with, after generating the random number, p should be replaced with p into random number. Okay, that is, p is nothing but previous R1 into before that R2, R1 into R2 into R3. Okay, so p value is what? P value was 0.8313. Okay, the p into R3 we need to replace with p value. Okay, p equal to p into R3. So p value is 0.8313 into the random number 3, that is R3 value is 0.8004. Okay, 0.8313 into 0.8004, we will get 0.6654. Okay, now we need to compare this p value with e power minus alpha value. Okay, p value is 0.6654 and e power minus alpha value is 0.8187. Okay, it is, p value is less than the e power minus alpha value. P value is less than e power minus alpha value. So accept the n value and assign the n value with capital N. So capital N is equal to small letter n. What is the small letter n, recent small letter n value? That is 2. So we'll assign capital N equal to 2. Okay, these values we have represented here in the tabular form. N equal to, initially in first step, step 1, n equal to 0. In next iteration, n equal to 0. Next iteration, n equal to 0. In next iteration, n was 1, n was 2. So that we have represented here. Okay, that time, what are the random numbers? The first random number is 0.4357. Second random number is 0.4146. Third random number is 0.8353. Fourth random number is 0.9952. Fifth random number is 0.8004. So that we have written here in Rn plus 1 column. And what are the p values we have generated that we have represented there? What is the first p value? First generated p value is 0.4357. Second p value is 0.4146. Third p value is 0.8353. Okay, fourth p value is 0.8313. Fifth p value is 0.6654. So that we will write in this p column. Okay, now in this accept or reject column, we will write whether the p value is less than e power minus alpha. The first iteration, it is accepted. Second iteration, it is accepted. Third iteration, it is rejected. Fourth iteration, it is rejected. And fifth iteration, it is accepted. Okay, finally, we have generated 3 random variants. Okay, that is n equal to 0, n equal to 0, when n equal to 2. Okay, here in the question, they have asked us to generate 3 Poisson variants with mean alpha equal to 0.2, and they have given the random numbers. So we have generated the 3 random numbers, random variants. Okay, like this, we need to solve the problem to generate Poisson variants.